last Jedi, man, it's obvious. I wanted to say this for last because I wanted to have a different conversation for this guy right here, man. Um, his name is Caleb Williams, right? So
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker. That's perfect. This is the chosen one. This is the person that was supposed to bring balance to the force. This was the person that was just supposed to have so much talent, and he does, right? Like Caleb does. When we're just talking talent, we're just talking about ability. When we're talking about doing things on the football field that just is freaky, unnatural, just uber rare. I want you to go watch Caleb at Oklahoma. I want you to go watch Caleb at USC. The highs of Caleb is some of the highest in the history of football ever. There's throws, there's plays that he's made that I've truly never seen any other quarterback make. That's including Aaron Rodgers. That's including Pat Mahomes. That's including the best of the best, Tom Brady. But you saw the flaws. You saw the problems. You saw what could happen and what could derail a Caleb Williams type. There are no more excuses. You can't blame the offensive line anymore. You can't blame Shane Waldron. You can't blame fucking whatever the hell his name is, the previous head coach. You got Ben Johnson. You got Romo.
Matt Eberflus.
You can't blame Matt Eberflus. You got Ben Johnson. You got Romo Doomsday. You got DJ Moore. You got running backs. You got everything you need. You got a tight end. You got the number. You got T. Longland. Like you have so much more at your disposal than any young quarterback in recent memory, dog. Like, you have a team almost as good as JJ McCarthy's team. But because you're so talented, when things don't go as people expect them to go, they try to blame everybody else. Before the season started last year, they called the situation that Caleb Williams, and I quote, multiple people said this, the best situation a young quarterback has ever gone into. And then Caleb got sacked 68 times, and they try to blame everybody, everything except for Caleb Williams. We seen his own O lineman after he gets sacked walk past his ass, bro. Didn't even offer to pick him up. We seen DJ Moore, who doesn't say anything. As soon as the play started, he was already checked out. He didn't even want to run his route because he just knew Taylor was back there doing some bullshit, bro. Like, hey, we seen it. We seen it all. We seen the highs. We seen the lows. We seen the absolute bottom. And then you had the situation where the stuff with the book came out, right? And shout out to Caleb. You feel me? He had the conversation. He addressed it head on. He didn't lie. He said, yes, we had those conversations. I'm not gonna lie. And he owned it. It was still a stupid thing to do because it doesn't serve you and it only aims to hurt you if you're not amazing this year. But it shows who he is. It shows his football character. However, like I said before, there cannot be any more excuses. Like, I don't want this to turn into another Trevor Lawrence situation because the pre-Trav hype is going to excuse away all of your personal faults. And we're going to incorrectly place blame on others because instead of accepting that this person might not be as good as we imagine them to be, we'd rather point the finger at everybody else. That's why so much people with the Bears on his own team were mad at him last year. Visibly frustrated, visibly annoyed, visibly done with him. Now, I don't know how he was in the locker room. I have no idea. But when your offensive line doesn't want to pick you up, dog, that says so much. As a rookie, like you're not a 10-year vet. Like you haven't been a nuisance for a decade. This is your rookie year and they don't want to pick you up. That's unheard of. That's unheard of, bro. So I don't know what to make of Caleb because on paper, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, that seems like a really good year, but nobody believes that. Like, how do you feel about the situation with Caleb Rod?
Well, look, Herbie, I think when people look at Caleb Williams' situation overall, I think we can meet in the middle somewhere, right? You could look at the fact that
Right when Rob about to cook, man. Nasty work, man.
Huh?
Nasty word. Now I said right when you about to cook, that shit froze up, dog. Right when you was about to cook, dog. But
But look,
go on. You back. You back.
I'm back, y'all. So look, when it comes to Caleb Williams' rookie season, right? I think two things can be true. He did have statistically a pretty solid rookie campaign when you look at the fact that he didn't have a lot of turnovers. He did put up some touchdowns. But on the other hand, Herbie, there is such a thing as watching the games and watching film. There is such a thing as seeing how the people around him kind of react to him, right? And you consider some of the, the report that came out this offseason that, the quote that he had with his dad and all that. I think it makes you wonder about exactly how much the locker room and the team that he has around him, how they really feel about him, right? And look, he's finally now in a situation and we said this last season, especially like me, the coaching situation was not ideal for him. Matt Eberflus might have been a great defensive coach, but he was not someone that you could entrust with developing a rookie quarterback clearly. So he has Ben Johnson now, someone who helped Jared Goff get out the muck, right? Jared Goff was considered a throwaway. He was supposed to be a rental quarterback, and he has ended up developing into what is a top 10 level quarterback, right? If you say
Yeah,
he's
for
less than
sure.
top 10 people, the Lions fans will kill you, right? But but when you look at what Ben Johnson brings to the table, what the Bears did in the draft in the offseason, and when you look at Caleb Williams' talent, Herbie, I think now we will see whether he's going to be a true Jedi Knight or whether he will just fall all the way to the dark side, right? Like he's going to be in prime position to prove everybody who doubts him that they're wrong just because he's in the best possible situation to succeed. Like you said, there are no more excuses, bro. Because before last season, people could talk about the coaching staff and they were right. The offensive line was bad, they were right. But the weapons were there, Herbie. And they added more, right? On top of Cole Kmet, you draft an awesome tight end in the draft who's specifically tailored to being a part of a passing attack, right? You have the receivers you have. You have the improvements to the offensive line. Caleb, at this time, has put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, Herbie, and this is a little bit of a separate conversation, but I have the over unders and the odds
Yeah,
of
yeah, for
all the
sure.
second year
Yeah, for
guys.
sure. Yeah, let's run through them
And
right now.
I'll go through them right now, Herbie. And I'll start with Caleb, Herbie, because he has the best MVP odds, right? The MVP odds for all these guys, Herbie. Caleb Williams is plus 3,300, which is obviously they're not expecting shit from him, but he has the best. When you look at Drake May plus 6,000 to win MVP, you look at Bo Nix plus 5,500, which is crazy to me. I don't know how Bo Nix has less odds than him. You have Michael Penix plus 7,000. You have Bryce Young plus 8,500. So, he's the guy that everybody's looking to have the biggest leap. So whether he has that or not, we'll see. It remains to be seen. But I thought this exercise would be interesting, Herbie, because they have him at 3,350 yards and a half over under. And they have him at 22 and a half touchdowns over under, all these over unders are crazy to me. I feel like these guys should hit over on all of these. Maybe injury might stop them. But let me ask you, Herbie, for Caleb Williams, over under touchdowns, 22 and a half. How you feeling?
Over, over, over.
Bryce Young. Oh, I shouldn't even do Bryce Young. His over under is 16 and a half, bro. They tried this, man, dog.
Try my dog, man. Heisman winner, bro. Have some respect for my guy, man. Nasty work, man.
That's an
Nasty
easy
work.
over, bro. That's an easy over right there. Michael Penix, touchdowns, 19 and a half, over under.
Oh,
I think over, man. I think it's
I'm gonna
easy
say over because he gonna throw them. The hospital balls are trying. It's either do or die. It's either do or die. Either you gonna die, or he gonna try. So yeah, bro. I'm gonna say over.
Bo Nix, which this is crazy. Even if he regresses, Herbie, his over under is 24 and a half, over under.
Actually, I'll take the under just because 24. I know this is a new era, but 24 touchdowns is a lot, right? Like that is a lot. Like
that's fair.
So I'll take the under. I'll take the under on be on the safe side because you don't know how many times they're going to be on the goal line. They hand the ball off and this, that, and the third, bro. So I'll say under.
And then last but not least, Drake made touchdowns. His over under is 19.5, bro. That's gotta
Nah,
be over.
I'm smashed over, smashed over. But
He-
the one that is funny is the for going back to Caleb, the passing yards. He's a Bear quarterback, bro, which means that it is there is some type of pack, Chaludu, the devil, whatever. There
They
was
don't
a
cross 4,000, Herbie.
they do not cross 4,000 yards. Take the under, guys. Take the under. You need to take the under. There is a deal with the devil that was set in place how many eons ago that said no Bears quarterback can pass for over 4,000 yards, bro. If a Bears quarterback does, that might be the end of civilization as we currently know it and understand it, bro. So I'll just bet the over because I want the world to survive, dog. But with that, man, any last things before we get up out of here, bro?
Listen, man. I am like now that we're doing these quarterback conversations, Herbie, it just makes me more antsy for the season to start. So I
Yeah,
just
me
can't wait.
too. Me too, bro. Like that's like I'm super excited for next season, man. I'm at this season,
Dying
I should
for
say.
it.
I'm dying for it, bro. So speaking of what we got in the future, next week will we be doing QB crash outs, the greatest QB crash outs of all time, as well as the new tier that we're gonna debut, which is the glad my team is not paying you tier. There are going to be some surprises in that tier, guys. Like, if you are a fan of certain quarterbacks, prepare to be offended next week. We've already smoking on that Lions pack. They want our head, bro. Cardinals pack, they want our head. Chargers pack, they definitely want our head, bro. We got a lot of ops. Eagles fans, bro, our biggest op, bro. Chiefs fans, like we opt out, bro. So we smoking on hella packs, man. All season. I can't wait the next season. We gonna be smoking on. We putting so much fan bases and blunts, bro. I can't wait.
Smoking on the
I
back,
can't.
boy.
All right, man. We will see y'all next week, man. Deuces. Same time, same day.
Deuces.
Sunday, 7 o'clock, man.